that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working. That's the way you do it.
So I woke up this morning, was surfing around the web, read the paper. I ran across some pictures of the campus that Facebook occupies in Menlo Park, California. A couple minutes later, my son Eric Chase comes down for breakfast, and it hit me at that moment right there like a ton of bricks. I called him over and showed him the Facebook campus, the beautiful offices, the courtyard where Facebook people meet, eat, greet, and on and on. Hard work, but fun and important things happening out there. Then I reminded him about the occupiers, the tents, the dirty, trash-strewn parks, the fights, and the drugs. And I told him, look, buddy, you can go either of two ways. You can be young, cool, and successful, like the hipsters at Facebook, Google, or Apple, or you can be young, cool, and broke, like the slime in the parks. The choice is yours. And stinky, Ange. Greg, but they're, both are cool, in their own way. But what a huge diversity. In one way, they're successful, they're making things happen, and the other way, they're just, I don't know, homeless.
I have to say, you have an interesting morning at the bowling house. It's pretty deep. I get up, I make some coffee, I'm in my underwear, I watch
it's noon.
Yes, it's noon. There's something in my eye. I stink. Imagine if government ran Facebook. It would be butt Facebook. I love seeing these people get rich. I want more people to get rich, and I want more people to get rich not off government, but off their own initiative. And I think it's a good comparison. I think not everybody's going to become a millionaire, but damn, try.
I didn't see any occupiers occupying Facebook IPOs and the billionaires and millionaires out there, Ange.
It's a different culture out there. And look at the lesson, too, that you were teaching your son. You have an idea, you take a risk, you work really hard, it pays off. Think about, too, what a huge windfall this is for California. It created, 1,000 millionaires? This is the way that government should finance itself. Based on that, the money will flow in. You don't have to talk about raising taxes or that UN tax. This is an excellent lesson.
Well, Leslie, you spent some time in Menlo Park. Pretty good when people can buy a $20,000 bicycle. I mean, it makes the economy work.
I like putting back into the economy, but I have to tell you, as a liberal, I want to cry. $20,000 bicycle? Why can't you tell your kids you can be cool, you can be hip, and you can be angry if you can't get to the 1% as part of the 99%, whether you're with Occupy Wall Street in the park or not? Take that 20 grand and help to put out a scholarship. Take that 20 grand and feed how many kids in the United States go to bed hungry every night?
I'm sure
they're going to.
Or you could build a bomb and blow up a bridge.
Mark Zuckerberg gave $100 million to News.
Yeah, these are very generous people. It's not like anybody there
I want
is
him
not
to adopt me.
They are doing a lot. They're doing a lot, and some of them, Greg, they might actually do something that would be, I'm sure that they will maybe buy some restaurants or own new restaurants. And one of the things that they'll probably do is pay their people well.
Yes.
And one thing they shouldn't do.
They shouldn't skim the tips, because people who skim tips from waiters and waitresses are wrong.
Absolutely.
Like Mario Batali.
And I'm sure that these people will tip well their whole lives. I'm for it, because the more people that have enough money to buy more stuff and a $20,000 bike, somebody had to build the bike.
Right.
Somebody had to deliver the bike. Somebody had to design the bike. It's all good. I'm happy for them.
It's a great story.
It's true. And think about it, too. Facebook's very highly unregulated. That's why you get the government out of the way now, right? I'm sure that they're slathering and drool is dripping from their jaws down in D.C. trying to seize Facebook. But yeah, look at compared to other industries that are suffering, that are being choked by regulations. Look what they can do when government gets out of the way. It's
I
incredible.
hope they donate to a lot of conservative super PACs so that they can protect their own money.
Mark
can talk
Zuckerberg
about-
likes Barack Obama on his Facebook page.
I gotta
so
tell
I
you,
seriously doubt it.
Greg,
I bet he likes President Bush too on his Facebook page.
Yes, but I don't think he's running, is he?
Anyway,
He
so
likes
this
everything.
morning, when I sat down with him, come on over, take a look at this. The first thing out of his mouth, my son is like, "What's this all about, Dad?" No, there's something interesting here. And when you look at the pictures, there he is. When you look at the pictures, you realize, look, there are two ways, there are the two paths you can go. And at 13 years old, maybe that's the time to start thinking about it. And he did. He really kind of took note of it.
It sounds like it should be a show, right?
Yeah.
Breakfast with bowling.
Yes.
Lessons between a father
And the
and a
great
son.
thing
I
is
like it.
that what you're teaching him is that you can take a chance in America and take a risk, and it might be in your dorm room that you come up with a way that people are going to start communicating all over the world, and so that's great. But I also would encourage them to know that oil is going to be around for a long time, so they should go into engineering and new ways of producing and refining.
Engineering, very
Right?
good. Dana, last word.
Leslie?
No, I know you're Leslie. I'm glad you were on Dana's comment.
I look at. I think entrepreneurship is incredible, and this guy was brilliant. I think he did a great thing, but I still think that what kind of message are we sending to our kids to buy $20,000 bicycles? Although I do like the jobs, and I do like putting back.
Especially like everybody in Hollywood.
What message are we
20
sending
grand
to our
on that.
kids when we
Michelle
see them,
Obama spent
sneaking in
$500 on
tents?
ugly Lanvin sneakers.
I
don't
bought
judge
a
her for
bike
that.
made of Fabergé eggs.
Awesome.
All right, gotta go. Please, by the way, please like our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/5FNC.
Great, give them more money.
Exactly. Well, I own some stock, so that'll be all right. Coming up, the fellas at Fox & Friends got down and dirty to support the wounded warriors this morning. It went something like this.
There are parts of me that are so cold right now I didn't know I had them.
And later we'll find out those parts. Have to swim.
All right, more of that later after the break coming up.
Like paper and fire.